Who or what is your higher power? I remember reading a book by Eckhart Tolle a couple of years ago where he said something like, if you listen to most people talk, most of what they're saying can be reduced down to why I cannot be at peace now. That's because most people think that the way they feel, and therefore how they behave, is determined by what happens in the world out there or what is happening. So such and such happens, then I feel a certain way because of that, and then because of how I feel, therefore I do XYZ behaviors. People believe that the quality of their daily life, the quality of their consciousness, is determined by outside factors. Now, even if you tell yourself, oh, I know that's not true, watch what you're thinking on a daily basis and see if that really is true. Or you may notice that actually you are telling yourself things like, if only X, then if only I had more money, then if only we had a different president, then if only such and such would stop happening, then I could be at peace. Or then I could stop working so hard. Or then I would finally relax. Or I'd finally feel okay. Or whatever it is you're seeking. All of those things, I call those your higher powers. Those are the gods and goddesses that determine how you feel. That determine, therefore, what you do in your life. You give all of your power and control over to those things. And then ironically, because of that, you spend your time then trying to control those things because you believe that they control you. It's similar to like in Roman times where they had all of these gods and goddesses, and one controls this aspect of your life and another controls this aspect of your life, etc. We're still living like that. We're looking at our boss, we're looking at our spouse, we're looking at our child, looking at our friend, looking at the person driving next to us or behind us or in front of us as gods and goddesses who are determining how our day is going to go, how we're going to feel, what we're going to be able to do, what we're not going to be able to do, etc. And therefore, whether or not we can be at peace and whether or not we can enjoy our lives. This is really important to understand because the only person who is in control of whether or not you are at peace right now is you. So if you are living your life in a way where you're constantly giving power and control to things outside of you, and then therefore trying to control those things outside of you, then you're constantly at war. That's all war is. One side tries to exercise power or control, and then the other side tries also to exercise power and control. And peace is the opposite of war. You can be at peace at any time. There is nothing happening out in the world that takes away or in any way affects your ability to be at peace. And therefore, nothing that's happening out there in the world determines your actions. You are free to act however you want because the experience that you have in your mind and your body of the world is of your own choosing. It isn't chosen by anything or anyone out there. So you can therefore on a daily basis notice, where are you making war? Who are you worshiping? What are you worshiping as being the determinant of the quality of your internal experience? Just start noticing that. It may be happening a lot more than you think, or than you'd like to think, or than you're admitting to yourself. As soon as you drop the story about how that thing or that person determines how you feel, then the emotion generated by that story will not be there. When the emotion generated by that story isn't there, because the story isn't there, when your mind is at rest, only peace will be left.